Hello everyone and welcome to a little quick series I've decided to devise up from random. As you can see, I'm picking the tracks for them and I decided to go for the pure night races that we have in the Formula 1 calendar this season. Now you'll see that we're stumbling through which team to pick. As you'll see, I will go through all these going Anyway, why did I decide to do this series? Because I thought of something random to do. It's a bit different. It's different from the 5-lap challenges we've done. At least we're not trying to pick holes in the game like we did with the previous video. So it's only fair that we have another go at something else. Anyway, I ended up plunking for the McLaren-Honda. Of course, being British, I could only pick Jenson. And now you'll see me fiddling through my options to prove that I'm going to go with. So Legend AI. Okay, flashbacks were on, but I didn't use any. Go for 5 laps because that's what we're familiar with. All assists off because I like to drive nice and hardcore. I was going through my settings a lot here and I don't understand why. I was just going thinking it'd be great for filming, but clearly it wasn't. Anyway, I believe I now start the session right here. So as it loads and we wait, I'd like to say thank you for watching at this point already. I don't know why I'm thank you already, but just thank you anyway. Oh, we're now going towards the track now, which is quite exciting, I should hope. No, it isn't really, but...
It's 6 o'clock here local time and the sun is starting to set. Welcome to qualifying in Bahrain.
Thank you very much, David. So, what set do we put on? We'll obviously go with some option tyres. And we'll go for a preset that I've used for a championship season. So here we go. Here is my qualifying lap. Enjoy the pure sound.
It was always on the cards that Mercedes would get a 1-2 in today's qualifying, but can they do the same in tomorrow's race?
Who knows? Ferrari were quite close in qualifying. But I must say, getting a McLaren-Honda into P8 on a power track, which Bahrain is, many slow corners onto long straight. I think I will say that, thank you very much. Now let's look at the bottom of the grid. Looking at Fernando's time, I think I'm quite proud of my lap there to manage to get P8 in the McLaren-Honda. Anyway, let's not dilly-dally. It's time for the race.
Where the drivers are down on the grid, going through the last checks with their engineers before we can get underway. Let's look at the grid order for today's race while the cars make their final preparations.
What can we do with the McLaren-Honda under the lights in Bahrain? Here we go.
Right, let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
Do you know what? Jeff never seems to shut up, does it? As we have a bad start gambling on a second gear getaway and we get absolutely mugged. Flippin' Massa has contact with us. Verstappen dive bombs us, but we're going to dive bomb the rest of the field into the Schumacher corner. So managed to go around the outside of Verstappen. Ricardo's on the east side of us. Managed to go around in through turn 2 and up through turn 3. And then as we go now into the slipstream of the Williams, go up towards turn 4. Can we do anything? No, but we seem to be alright from behind. And we looks like we're going to have a cut back on Bottas. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We power slide out of the corner. But the McLaren-Honda just isn't powerful enough and have enough traction to get through. To go through the 5, 6, 7 sweepers. But we get a very good exit on turn 7 and we dive bomb both Williams at the same time. Completely push Massa out wide on contact with Bottas. Unsurprisingly, we get penalty. No, sorry, warning for a collision with Massa. I think that's only fair to go through turn 10. We did sort of barge him out of the way from a very long way behind. We were quite lucky there, if we're honest. The penalty system helping us there. But have to go very defensive against Massa as we look. Yeah, the speed of that McLaren-Honda. It isn't brilliant, but we still managed to survive round the outside of turn 11 as we go through turn 12. And into turn 13. Not a lot happening right now, but with Massa on our tail, I'm sure that's going to happen as we exit turn 14. Bit of a steer on the exit, but that's to be expected. That's kind of the way I drive, and these power units have a lot of torque. We have to go defensive yet again and flip in Massa. Quickest kind of straight line against the second slowest, if you could, after the Manor. Because the Manor you have to consider is last year's Ferrari engine Marussia. And we're getting mugged yet again on the straight line on the main straight against the Williams as we head down into turn 1 against Felipe Massa. And we end up hitting the middle of the corner. I think they call it a block pass in the States. Anyway, as we go up through turn 3, trying to get some slipstream of Felipe Massa, but we're alright from behind. So we no need to worry about that as we go through turn 4. Drifting it out as we do. As we go through the 5, 6 and 7 sweepers again, we get a huge run and flipping Massa exceeding track limits. There's not much we can do with it, but we are closing up through turn 8. And we exceed track limits yet again. Dean absolutely desperate to get by Massa here. As we go through 9 and into 10, Massa locks up, we lock up. But we both seem to make the corner. Although we have a small gearing in through that section, he has the Mercedes engine in a Williams, so he's just going to scoot away. Through turn 11, as you can see, he scoots away. We can get time back in the corner. We have to push really hard. And as we go through turn 12, we push very hard just to keep up because of the engine deficit. So just think how good this actually might actually be to have to do this. Anyway, we're not going to mull on about that as we go down towards turn 15 and 16. Backing it in like a Marc Marquez. But unfortunately, in the McLaren-Honda, not a Honda motorcycle. And that's going to show.
DRS is now available.
Yeah, insulted my commentary, and now you've let Ricardo get by me because I was distracted. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, thank you. We'll ignore the fact we're pre-recording. Shut up, Jeff! Shut up! I'm trying to fight you, I don't care about Rosberg right now. Anyways, head up towards turn 4 against Daniel Ricciardo, having to go defensive. Will he get the cutback? No, he will not. Which is quite fortunate. Anyways, we head down through the turn 5, 6 and 7 sweep all over again. Once we get a good exit so Ricciardo can no longer dive bombers into turn 8. Well, realistically anyway, we seem to be a little bit good on fuel. Rear tyres are burning up a bit. Flicking through my menu for some apparent reason at the time. Now, what can we do against the Red Bull when it has DRS and we don't in McLaren-Honda and we're just on standard engine mode? Having to look through the mirror for Ricciardo, but no, we have to look through the other one because it's got trying to go around the outside as we got defensive into turn 11. DRS did help in there. And the Renault engine just seems to have a little bit more power than the Honda as we go through turn 12 and 13. Now to turn 14, with Ricciardo right in our tyre, so we've got to be quite wary of that. As we now go down towards turn 15, and you know what? Got a little trick. Get the DRS off Ricciardo, let him go by. And now we're going to DRS him out of turn 15 and 16 onto the main straight. And let's see what we can do. With DRS, are we any good? We activate it right now. That's a motorway pass. Quite lackluster, really. But Max Verstappen looks like he's getting in the action as well. Yeah, he's side by side with Ricciardo, as I can see in the mirror.
Great pass.
Shut up, Jeff. But thank you anyway for the compliment. Verstappen and Ricciardo are still side by side as they end up going towards turn 4. But we'll seniors against juniors. It appears that Ricciardo's won out, but they're still side by side in the as I can see in the mirrors as we head through the 5, 6, and 7 sweepers again. Yeah, Ricciardo's won out, so we're going to have to be quite good to keep him behind because he is Daniel Ricciardo and he's got a deft touch with that brake pedal. And we're having a McLaren-Honda, which is the top speed of, might as well be 3 in a straight line, really. Let's be honest. Anyway, Ricciardo has DRS again. What can we do against him? He's catching, he's catching, he's catching. Do we go defensive? No, no need. Ricciardo just run out straight through the run to 11. Anyways, we go through 12 and 13. Ricciardo's still hanging on to us. The dirty are not really affecting the Red Bull quite a lot as we go through turn 14. Managed to catch the curb and get a bit more turn, which I assume is not the problem on a real limited circuit, but hey ho, we will bother.
Hamilton has just put up the fastest lap of the race so far.
Lost the ability to speak as Jeff started to speak again. So I'm irrelevant stuff about who's got the fast start. It doesn't matter who's got the fastest lap. I'm lapping 2 seconds slower, 3 seconds slower anyway.
He's around 5 seconds now. Keep putting the pressure on him.
What's the point? It's the last lap! And I'm focusing on keeping Ricciardo behind, but he's not. He's in front now. He used out effectively. We tried the Schumacher corner cut, but no. Not happening. So we're down to P8 as we try and get a slipstream off Ricciardo on the run towards turn 4. Trying absolutely everything to stick with the Red Bull. But he might be all for nothing as we go through turn 5, 6 and 7 again. We get a good run, but we're too far behind to have a realistic move, so we will not try it, but broke too late anyway. As we power slide our way out of turn 8 because of the bad entry that we had as we go through turn 9 and turn 10 now. Corner cutting like a boss, but somehow I had more than one wheel on the track at the same time. So we're alright as we have DRS going down towards turn 11. We're too far back to the track. Oh, has it? We're just going to have to look this time and see what he actually means by that. Actually, this is Hamilton ahead of Rosberg. Rosberg DRS is into turn 11. But Hamilton has to hold it around the outside. Not really taking the lead. More like hanging on by the skin of his teeth. And it's not stuff I need to know when I'm in P8, really, is it? Anyways, we go through turn 14 as we try and stop Daniel Ricciardo still. And we hope in vain that we can somehow get him. But within a second, as Hamilton wins the race. But that's not going to mean nothing because it's only a little bit of the DRS zone that's before the end of the race. So all we're going to do is collect P8 and take it. Because frankly, that's the most we can get out of this thing on a power track. We outdrove that car, whatever you say. Jenson, look at this point for some reason, but you know what? Be disappointed in the car and not yourself, mate. That's what I'd feel if I were driving that, which I was. Which wasn't, which was.
It's a win for Mercedes and a win for Lewis Hamilton. The British driver was the class of the field today and fully deserves his victory.
I can't really argue with that. He had a good race by the looks of things and the sounds of things because of what Jeff kept telling me irrelevantly. As we now look down through the order, we see Alonso 23 odd seconds behind Hamilton at the end on a very disappointing race. That's over 4.5 seconds a lap slower. In fact, the Manners weren't terribly too far away from him. As we now look for Driver Championship, which is also going to be the same as Constructors after just one race of this night race championship. Near the Constructors, McLaren-Honda 5th with 4 points, 39 points behind a perfect scoring Mercedes team. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Join me next time. I shall see you then. Goodbye.